my God, it's the Show Feet podcast. I'm Stu. This is Foot Model Explore My Souls.
Hey,
Back again.
Back
Okay.
again.
Okay, so what I really want to ask you about is retirement. I did some research. You basically been talking about retirement since 2019.
Yeah, I actually did retire once.
Oh.
And it was pretty much after that stalker stage that I had.
Okay.
It was a little overwhelming. Me having to shoot at somebody is never something that I want to be involved in.
I didn't even know that happened. What?
Yeah. Someone followed me home.
What?
And, I'm always very aware of my surroundings. And
Right.
it could be because of the way I grew up.
Yeah.
But I'm always aware. So I always have like a gut intuition when something is going wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw him outside, and I remember seeing him like from commenting on my posts and stuff. I remember recession before, which wasn't at my place. So I'm like, okay, how the fuck did he find me?
Right.
And so he got out his car, and I didn't know. So I started busting it. Yeah. And I didn't shoot him, because if I wanted to, I could have. I'd go to the gun range, so I have very good aim.
Right.
But after that, it was just too much. And I felt like, my safety should never be compromised by someone's kink.
Yeah.
So, I took a step back, and I was like, okay, yeah, this ain't for me. But then I was missing it because this is something I really do like. I do enjoy it. So.
Right.
I was just like, okay, I just got to go about things a little bit differently. So, if I feel like a car is following me, I won't go home. I will go somewhere else just to see if they are following me type shit. So, so I came back in it, and I'm not going to leave until I feel like it.
Okay. But I did see a post recently. I don't know if you deleted it or not. But you was talking about retirement recently.
Well, because I was discussing more of me going into the field of construction.
Yeah.
So I was more so speaking of when I do take that on full time,
right.
I will be retiring. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like another 2 years-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's not anytime soon.
Okay. So you retired. How long were you retired then?
It was like a couple months.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was going to be a comeback. It was like I was done,
Yeah.
But afterwards, I was like, man, fuck that. Fuck him.
Right.
I'm not about to let nobody scare me off from something that I enjoy, so, yeah.
So this retirement, is it going to be from in-person sessions or everything? Is it?
You know what? So that's what I'm kind of like debating.
Right.
Because with me knowing how much I need to give to the construction industry, to my company, I know I won't be able to have time for meetups and stuff like that. Which, oh my God, my regulars are already just like.
Oh yeah.
But I'm ready to expand that part of my career. I feel like I've done enough in this career that can last me a long lifetime. So, definitely in persons is going to be a stop to that. But I feel like I might do some pops out here and there, like on my Twitter pages or like my OnlyFans and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But with this still being a part of who I am and what I enjoy, I don't see myself just fully being gone, because no matter what career I've always had, I've always took pictures of my feed. I've always posted them, like even before getting in the community. So I don't know. I definitely see myself popping out here and there, just like, hey y'all, construction feed, like, just whatever. But I don't see myself fully being gone, but it's not going to be a post all the time like I am now.
Right.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to let go.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it is me. This is me. It's always been me. I've always loved my feet and catered to my feet and everything like that. So showcasing it is going to be kind of hard for me not to, so. Yeah.
Okay, so what made you want to get into the construction industry? What caused that?
I've always loved to build. Since I was a kid, I was a tomboy growing up. So I've always like put my bikes together, or like if another kid broke their bike down, you know, I would fix their bike, or like I would build like tree houses and stuff like that. So I've always been into building. My main goal was my grandma sold her house, and there was nobody to leave it behind because everybody wasn't mentally in the right space. So I felt, but I was underage. I was like 17 or something when she sold it. So at that point, becoming an adult, I was like, damn, like that was her legacy. So I started thinking more like, okay, my legacy. Bam, I love building already. Why not go into that field and build all of my family homes and just have our own compound, and, you know, just knowing that that's what I established for my family is, it's very fulfilling.
Wow, so you're going to be out in the fields though. I thought you was...
Oh no, I'm going to be in the field and behind the scenes. But that's why I went to school for so long, because I want to make sure that every person that I hire, I know their position. I know how to do it. If I have to step in, I will. And also, you know, ain't nobody going to take no money from me. So if I have to go in and correct them numbers and see what's going on, I know how to do it. So I don't mind being on the field with them, but I do plan on being behind the scenes for sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. Running it and being a part of the actual physical labor.
But I don't mind it though. I love being physical. I love, you know, working with my hands. I love being out there and showcasing my face. I don't want to be just the boss that is, you know, you go to their office if something, you know, we need to talk. Or no, like I'm going to be out there. I want you to see that I'm putting in the work just like you guys are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, I will.
And you never wanted to do anything feet related, like entrepreneurship combined with anything feet related? You never wanted
well, I got a couple things coming. So before I leave, you know, my fan base will definitely have a sense of me there with them, with me leaving. So yeah, I got some things in the works that is going to be for my fan base to have an opportunity to support me and still have me there in a sense.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
so foot fetish is like, it's all sex work. I really, in the future, I would love for some mainstream stuff to happen.
Yeah.
That's really what I want to happen. And I'm surprised nobody really reached for that. Like all this content out here where these people are making a lot of bread, not doing sex work.
Right.
Because I know there's a lot of sex workers, they don't want to do this forever.
Right.
So I really wanted it to go mainstream. That's why I started the podcast. There's a bunch of other stuff I want to do too. You wouldn't be interested in doing anything like that?
As far as like podcasts and things like that, me, no. But
what about like a reality show?
See, things like that is time consuming. And with me going already into a field that is very time consuming, it's hard for me to stretch like that. And I don't want to overwhelm myself. But I am looking at different avenues to where how I can still be connected after I leave. Yeah.
Okay, so you do want to make content still, like OnlyFans or whatever site you use. You still want to make that?
Possibly. Possibly. I'm looking into having a videographer full time to follow me around afterwards and stuff like that. Kind of like on my day-to-day, you know, for my business aspect of everything. But, you know, also when they see me walking around on the project barefoot, because I'm always barefoot no matter where I am, which is crazy because my feet are so soft. So you wouldn't think that I'm always barefoot.
Hell no.
But but I take care of my feet. That just goes to show that you know, you can walk outside barefoot and still have very soft feet. You just got to take care of them. So I got some things. That's in the works, but you know, I just know it takes time, and I definitely don't want to. I don't want to have a team that is eventually gonna like leave or take other opportunities. I want to make sure that my team is my team, and when I do get started on my other endeavors, that's continuing with the foot fetish community, as well as my outside businesses, that they're gonna be there, and I won't have to keep searching and hiring and rehiring. Like I know it's a part of the process, but you know, having a good team is really it's a stretch, but it's very, very valuable. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
construction, I didn't expect that.
A lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
But that's where my heart has been. I've always been a builder.
Okay. So, because I looked at you as like, you probably big enough where you could have started like a production company involving foot fetish stuff and hired girls, hired photographers, and that would have been fine. That would have blown up. That's where I thought your trajectory was going to be.
See, my thing is, I know that drama comes in business in general, but there's a lot of drama in this industry.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to babysit girls or guys. I don't. Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to take constructive criticism. A lot of people don't even want to take criticism where it could benefit them. And my thing is, not only do I have the knowledge, but I have the experience. So if I'm giving you direction, I don't expect for you to take it 100%, but I expect some type of leeway towards that. But you know, I've with me never being with any type of management company, with me never collabing with any of the girls, I took heed to what I saw within this community, and I don't got time for females to be like, oh no, your way ain't this way, and I don't got time for that. And not that I'm short-tempered, but I'm quick to dismiss it. So I'll just fire the girl. So why do I want to keep, like, you know, be in, listen.
That's
it's
wild.
Gotta go. I don't care.
I mean, you gotta give somebody a few chances. Like,
well, my thing is,
a few chances. You know, people.
But to what degree, and at what expense? Time is money.
Yeah.
So how many times do I give somebody to waste my money and waste my time?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm the one that is investing into their career. I ain't got time.
So you never collaborated with another model?
Ever. Damn. Only person that I did any type of double anything with was my sister, and like real sister. We got same mom, same dad.
What, is she in the community?
She was. I got her into it, and
she got the hell on.
Well, I don't know what happened, honestly. Oh, okay. I really don't know what happened. Okay. I know she ended up getting a job to where it took more of her time because it got her into like a manager role, but I really don't know what happened. And I just don't ask because I don't, you know, that's her shit. That's not my shit. So, you know, but that's the only time I've ever collabed with anybody, and that was my sister. And of course, you know, it just opened a whole door of guys constantly wanting us double. I'm listen, I came in alone. 9 times out of 10, I'm working alone. And there's times where guys want me to, you know, have their girlfriend in the room or stuff like that. I don't even trust that. I don't do none of that. None of it. I don't need nobody but me and you, and that's it. If you require somebody else, then you just don't require me, and that's just it. And I'm okay with that. I know my lane, I know my niche, and I understand it well, and you know, I know what works for me. And it doesn't have to work for everybody else, but it definitely have worked for me. So I'm okay with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this full time for a while, like just alone?
So October will make 10 years. And I would say full time. I would say full time. I commit more than 40 hours a week to it. So yeah, I would definitely say full time. Okay,
when's the last time you worked 9 to 5?
Well, you know what's crazy? I've been entrepreneur since like 24. I've never really had jobs past 24.
So you like went to college, and then what happened after college?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't graduate high school.
Damn.
I moved to Atlanta actually when I was 18. And I knew what I wanted for myself. I just didn't know the route to take yet at that age.
That sounds terrifying.
You know what? It was crazy. And I would note, not suggested for everybody, but I know me. And when you know yourself and you know what you're capable of and you know how to protect yourself, go for whatever you feel. And that's what I did. I went for it, even at a young age. But I think the things that I went through as a child prepared me for just going out there and not being scared of the what ifs, and just being as prepared as possible.
Okay, so what's the timeline then? You dropped out of high school?
So my senior year, there was we had a house fire and we lost everything.
Oh.
And I just mentally wasn't prepared to go back. I really wasn't. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to go from having everything to having nothing.
Yeah.
And still putting on a straight face for school.
Yeah.
And mentally, do my work and pay attention. Like, I just didn't know how to do that. And plus, I was going through a lot of other things in my childhood that, I was raped, I was molested, and my parents were in the dope game. My dad was a pimp and my mom was one of his hoes.
Oh, wow.
And to discretion, no disrespect to my parents, I love them dearly, even though we don't have a relationship, but that's my reality, and that was my childhood. So seeing a lot of things that, like how my father used to beat all his women and shit like that, I knew at a young age what I didn't accept and how I didn't want to live my life. So when I lost everything in the house fire, it was just like, that was like the last straw. Like, that was the last, the last thing I could accept, to where I wasn't gonna break or crumble,
Right.
So yeah, I didn't go back. And it was like, I think it was like 6 months left of school. So the fact that I was like right there, and I didn't go back and finish, but it's okay though, because I did eventually go back. But I've always had an entrepreneur mindset. So even though I had jobs like at Old Navy, or I was a lifeguard, and I knew what it took as far as discipline to get that position. I learned all that early on. And then my grandma, who raised me, I saw her take care of not only her home, not only her business, but she worked at a hospital too. So I saw what it took to get the things you wanted by working hard. So I've always had that mindset. So moving here at 18, I wasn't scared. I was just like, shit, I'm ready, but nah, I wasn't ready.
Okay, so what was the first entrepreneur endeavor?
So let's see. I was 26 or 25.
Yeah.
And I was a massage therapist.
Okay.
And that was my first little entrepreneur endeavor. And then from there, it was, and I was very successful in that. Actually, I did it for 6 years. And
that was private?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it was just me, more so travel. I didn't do the home base or, an office or anything like that. It was more so me just being a travel massage therapist.
Yeah.
And it worked out really good for me. Actually, I built a clientele of 300 plus clients throughout the span of the 6 years. I made quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of money, but it was good. But it wasn't something that I wanted to do forever. It was just something that I knew I was good at. And I knew it could take me places. So I was more so just like open to the opportunities that could come from that.
Yeah.
And then what else did I do? Shit. I was a professional blinger, where I custom bling items.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
I
never
know.
heard of that.
Listen, a lot of people don't. They're like a professional. Listen, the girls are the people that put them stones on one by one. That's what I did.
So that's not bedazzle. That's like.
I called it a professional blinger. It could be a bedazzler. It could be whatever people want to call themselves.
Yeah.
I said it was a professional blinger. So that's just what I always said it was. But shit, everything to what else have I done? I've done a lot of things. I even did like a whole little twist of like making drinks and stuff like that. Of course, alcoholic beverages, but like for going to events and stuff like that. But I wasn't necessarily a bartender. I just made the drinks and then sold them wherever I went to. What else have I done? I've done a lot of things. But I would say me going to the construction company or the construction industry, building industry, is going to be my number one like entrepreneur endeavor. Yeah. Because it's something that I'm extremely passionate about, and I know I'm not going to give up on it. I know I'm not going to get bored with it because I've literally been doing it all my life. I just never really thought about going into that field like that. It was just
Yeah.
more so a hobby or you know, something fun for me to do, fixing up things around the house, things like
Yeah.
that. But I'm like, why not? Why not leave a legacy?
Right. So you've built the actual like house before?
No,
Okay.
I haven't, but I've done like, you know, fix up work around the house, replacement of wood pieces and stuff like that, or fixing cabinets, things like that. I've done stuff like that. You know, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube will show you a lot.
Yeah.
YouTube University, you know.
Yeah.
You don't need that degree. Just go to YouTube. But no, for real.
Yeah, that sounds like a huge transition then, because you're talking about literally building houses from scratch.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm in school now for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I know how to build, but as far as the dimensions, the sizing, the all of that is different. It's different, especially when it comes to building a house and framing and, you know, all that stuff. It's just different.
I wouldn't go anywhere near it. I'm not going to
Look,
lie. I don't.
Look, it's a lot. It's a
don't have
lot.
it in me.
Trust, I'm learning stuff now that I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Architects
So,
are different.
yeah, for
Architects,
sure.
They got a job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. So, are you going to get into like interior decorating and all that stuff?
So I'm not going to be doing the interior decorating, but I am going to have a team.
Okay.
So my overall goal is to have in-house everything. I don't want to seek outside. I don't want to hire outside. I want to have a plumber, an electrician, a server, all of the, like everything, interior decorator, everything. The movers. I want in-house everything.
Wow. And you want to get this done in the next 2 years?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's when I feel I'm going to transition from not being in this community full time and committing to that full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all
I give
that-
myself 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To really have in-house everything in my first project and working on my first project.
Damn, yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
It is. But everything worth having is a lot.
Yeah.
It really
That's
is.
true.
Like, you know, I used to think about it as like, damn, it's so much that I gotta get off this list, but you get everything off one by one and everything's gonna be completed.
Yeah.
You know? So I've never been afraid of challenges. I've never been afraid of big things. Cause I have a big personality. So it's like I can't bundle up all this personality inside of a small thing and then expect something grand when I'm not putting in grand.
Right,
I'm putting in minor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what I want. I know what I'm gonna get, and I've always been the type that I'm not afraid of no. Someone's gonna give me a yes.
Right. Yeah.
So I just don't stop until I get the yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a dreamer, so I could definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get tired of the same old shit every day, and
Right.
eventually I want to
Right.
something bigger, better.
And I'm even thinking of expanding to like having my own furniture store, to where that, you know, people come shop in my furniture store and then my movers will move my furniture to their place, you know, that type of stuff, or the house that I built for them, then they can shop at my furniture store, you know, like that type of stuff. So it's with building, there's so many avenues, and I plan on attacking all those avenues.
Yes, you went from running stress yourself out. That's you named
But it's
a lot of
okay though,
stuff.
because I know what I'm starting is going to be something that is going to be opening doors for so many other people behind me.
Yeah.
And I love that. I've always been a giver. So me providing those opportunities for people that once was provided for me, like that's a full circle moment. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I would love that too.
Yeah.
So this entire time you've been doing the foot model stuff, sex work. Have friends and family known the details?
Oh goodness. So first I'm gonna start with I'm a mom. I am a mother. So my main objective with going into this community was to make sure that I stayed discreet, which hence why I don't post certain stuff, just in case of my nieces or nephews or my child's friends or anything running across my page, which has happened.
Yeah.
And I just tell them I'm a foot model, no different than a hair model, no different than, you know, an eye model, whatever. A model is a model, right? So yeah, I kind of kept it discreet for that reason. Now, as far as the adult members in my family, I don't give 3 fucks what they
I feel that.
what they think, what they feel. Everybody got a closet. You hear me? So I've never really cared what they thought. It was more so the younger ones that I wanted to protect their innocence, because there's already so much exposed to them that they shouldn't be learning so early.
Right.
You know, unless it's in a educational sense, but 9 times out of 10 it's not. It's just more so them just being exposed to it. And I didn't want to be one of those reasons that they were exposed to it.
Yeah.
They can't subscribe to my OnlyFans, so you know.
Right. But they can find your Twitter if they're.
Well, see, and that's the thing. But that's why I don't post nothing.
Yeah.
Explicit.
Yeah.
It's always monitored. It's always very like cutesy.
Okay.
It's very, very like okay. It's mild. It's nothing, you know. So yeah, I mean, but now there's websites like PH, Pornhub and stuff like that, to where, you know, I don't want to say them too much because, you know, we ain't getting sponsored by them, but it's always pages like that to where they might come across my content from the person that I work with, posting it on there or something like that. So or people just, you know, screenshotting shit, but they're not gonna find it for me.
Yeah, that's surprising that your daughter wouldn't find out after what 10 years of doing this.
So I really don't like talking about my child, but I'm going to just because she's an adult now. Okay. If she was still a minor, I would kind of just detour from this conversation. But she's an adult now, and we have talks now to where she knows. She knows enough, but she's still my child, so I'm not gonna ever discuss my bedroom business with her.
Right.
You know, that's just common respect. I would never even want her to discuss her bedroom business with me. Right. But she knows what she needs to know. She knows that I meet with my fans, and she definitely, you know, the extent of me having a big fan base and stuff like that, because she's always wondered how am I traveling these places, and you know. You know, how are you paying off my tuition? Like, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, your mama's a hustler. Like, girl. But now that she's of age, I definitely have those talks with her. We're never in the private about things. I just always felt like certain conversations have to wait till she's age appropriate. And I waited.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of like traveling, what's your favorite place that you've been to? City, country, whatever.
Don't hold my heart. But I fucking love New York. I get so spoiled every time I come to New York. Well, because they show so much love. Like, it's not so much of the gifting, it's the way they speak to me. It's the way they treat me. It's the way they cater to me.
That's surprising. Because New Yorkers are known to be.
Everybody says that, but I'm like, shit. Well, what makes me different? Because I get love. It's between New York, of course, Atlanta. But I'm here, so you know, it's between New York and LA. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I was because I thought you were gonna go more in the direction of scenery and things to do.
Oh no, I mean I don't really have time to do much if it's a work trip.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's personal, I'm doing everything. I'm doing all the excursions.
Right.
But work trip? No, when I'm sponsored, this is business, and I'm handling it as a business.
Right.
And I'm always going to conduct myself, you know, in that manner. So when I'm sponsored, let's handle this.
Wow, because I think a lot of models look for stuff to do even when they get sponsored.
I just give me the good restaurants.
Okay.
As long as I got some good eats, I'm good.
Okay.
Everything else, I don't care about that. I really truly don't. Like, I would prefer to stay like downtown areas or like areas where I got a view. If I can get a view from a nice hotel, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Mind you, ladies, don't accept nothing less than a 4-star. Nothing less, okay? Because they're not. But I love a view. So that's like my little thing. Like, good food, good weed, good conversation, good time.
Okay, so have you been sponsored outside the country?
Yes. To Mexico when I just went.
Okay.
Well, it was kind of like a graduation gift though. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I was out there.
And you still didn't look for anything to do. You was just chilling.
Well, that was actually a personal trip though.
Oh, okay.
So it was sponsored. Okay. So it was my graduation gift, but it was also sponsorship. So when I got back, I go see them in New Orleans.
Okay.
So it was like a sponsorship / graduation gift, so to speak. So I went and saw the person in New Orleans after, the trip or whatever. But yeah, I mean, not so much out the country because I'm a single mother. Well, I was a single mother at the time. And it was harder for me to go to further distances with me, having to take care of everything by myself at the house and stuff like that. So I've never really went out the country. I do plan to next year. There's a lot of people that have been waiting to sponsor me outside the country, but I've also been in school, so it's been limited. Yeah. That's why I only travel on the weekends because, my availability is just not that far stretched as I would probably want it to be sometimes when it comes to traveling. And why the hell would I go to London or Australia for a weekend? Like, that's a waste of time. So, and a waste of their money. So, and I never want to waste nobody's money or their time because I wouldn't want mine wasted. So I always think about that when I do sponsorship. But I'll trust my fan base is so wide ranged, and when I do have the availability to, I'm going to. I really am, because I do owe it to them. I've been saying it for a while that I'm gonna go, but just time never presented itself in that in that way for me to do that type of stuff. So, but now that I'm going to, I'm excited. But I've been, what's so crazy? I've been to Puerto Rico 3 times.
Damn.
The same person sponsored me every single time and never showed up.
Never showed up?
Even sponsored me and my sister one time and he still didn't show up.
Oh, he got bread.
That was his kink. His kink was sponsorship and ignoring. And I'm like, well, shit, you could have fucking said that from the beginning.
What?
I wouldn't have arranged my time to where I'm thinking I'm meeting with you. And no, I really wasn't.
But wouldn't that defeat the kink, though?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. But goddamn,
that is a weird, specific.
Every time I never understood it until the last time. I was like, okay, this is what he likes.
What?
This is what he likes.
He gotta have money then, because I'm like.
Listen,
like,
I don't check nobody's pockets, but I definitely just spending on and every time. Okay, so myself, it was like $2,500. Me and my sister was $2,500 apiece. So you would think like, but hey, that's his niche, that's his kink, that's what he liked. I was just like, hey, that's for you, then that's for you. But damn it,
is that the most unique kink you've run into?
I think so. Someone getting off by ignoring me, and in my personal life, that shit would irritate the fuck out of me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Irritate me to the core.
Yeah.
So when I had to come to the realization that is someone's actual kink, I was like, okay, this isn't personal. This is business. This is what they like. I had to rearrange my thought process.
Okay. So what's like a unique kink that has been requested of you? Directly requested. All
that scat stuff.
Oh. And you don't like it?
I can't get with it. I can't get jiggy with it. I can't.
You get nervous in the moment, or
it's just I'm not in the business of degrading, and I feel that's so degrading. Yeah. And to each his own. You like it, but it's not my lane.
So you stayed away from the more dominatrix type.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pleaser, and there are guys that want me to humiliate them during the session, which I can, but I'm a softie. Yeah. Naturally. So I'm like, oh, is this a little, they're like, just do it. I'm like, are you sure? Because that's just naturally me, but I have to remember I got to turn into what they want. And it's not hard for me, but it's just like sometimes I get It just naturally me. So
Yeah.
I get back into my natural mode. I'm like, wait, are you sure this is? He's like, this is what I want. I'm like, okay. So it's, you know, the transition is a little different, but yeah, I've never really been more into the dominant role.
Yeah.
Just more so into the pleasing role, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I see a lot of foot models. It's almost like a gateway drug into becoming a dominatrix.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how it translates, but the foot modeling stuff, it leads into these girls shitting on people, pissing on people, spitting on them.
Yes.
And that's just never
I can't
clicks.
do it. I can't do it. I just, as much as they might want it, as much as they might like it, I can't get myself to that point of like, no, that's so degrading. It's so degrading, and I can't do it.
And a dollar amount wouldn't.
Fuck no. I've been offered $30,000 to shit on somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I can make $30,000
Yeah,
without shitting on somebody. But you know, no. I can't do it. And then like race play. I would never.
Oh no.
And there's a lot of white men that contact me for race play. And I'm just like, I know my ancestors will probably they will love for me to do this shit, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. So you just basically it's just worship and foot jobs for you this whole time?
So I've done fart sessions. I've done face sitting, ball busting. Yeah, that's pretty much like the stretch of you know what I would go to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of like how some see it more like the basic end of it.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I'm okay with that. Not every lane is for everybody, you know, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. I think I got a couple more questions.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you. Oh, this is a question I've been asking girls recently. Relationship as a sex worker. Have you been in one as a sex worker?
No. Actually, no.
Yeah.
So my last relationship, I've only been in 2 relationships, mind you, and I just turned 40. And it was a 10-year gap in between the 2. So my last relationship ended right before I got into the community. So ever since then, I've never been in one. And it's not because I've been in this community, it's because I take my time. Like, it would take me like 6 years to get to know a guy before I even, like, feel like I'm gonna take it to that next level.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, you never really know a person until you've been around them enough. And everybody got a different side to them.
Yeah.
I need to know. I try to purposely get someone mad just so I can see that side of them and how they're gonna react. No, literally. But if we live together, I'm gonna eventually get to know that side. So I need to know that side of you before I can get together with you, because I need to know you have patience. I need to know you can remain calm just like how I'm going to remain calm. I need to know that you can articulate your words and communicate with me effectively without getting toxic. So it's not so much me getting toxic, it's more so me just testing you. And, you know, I feel like every man needs to be tested here and there. And vice versa. I want a man to test me too when it comes to our getting to know stage.
Yeah.
But if I was to ever get in a relationship while being in the community, it wouldn't take me away from the community. Only I can do that. Yeah. If he's uncomfortable with it, he's just not the guy for me.
Okay, so would a relationship for you be monogamous or would it be open?
Oh no, I don't share.
Yeah.
Oh no, we ain't sharing.
Okay.
You want to share, get the fuck on. I'm not sharing shit but my food with you.
But if you were in a relationship while also still being involved with the community, with the sessions and stuff,
yeah,
you don't think your partner would feel any type of way?
If he did, he's not the guy for me.
Yeah.
He has to be comfortable within himself.
Okay. And you're not letting him do anything with anybody?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I only offer feed.
Yeah, a lot of guys would definitely have a problem because how a man sees that is, oh, you're, even if it's just feed, you are sexually pleasing a lot of different men. Absolutely. And then the man will be like, wait, so it's just me and you, but then you're with these guys, they're sucking your toes and stuff. Yeah. That would throw them off, even if.
But a lot of guys in their professions, they mentally please women.
Okay.
Pleasing is pleasing.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it.
Yeah. So I can be the jealous type and be like, oh no, you can't be her therapist because you're mentally pleasing her. Like, no.
That's a way to look at it. Okay.
I mean, you know, everybody has to go about things the way that they see fit. And I would need a secure man because I'm a secure woman.
Right.
So I would need a secure man to know who he is and where he stands in my life.
Right.
For us to be together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I take my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to know that he can unlayer those different, you know, onion layers of me to see that side and still not go nowhere. Mm-hmm. And if he chooses to go somewhere, I'm okay with that too. I respect your opinion. I respect how you feel. Mm-hmm. But I don't have to accept it. Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of choices. So, you know, as much as I would respect him and how he feels and things like that, it's okay to know that I'm not the woman for you. Mm-hmm. And you're not the guy for me. Right. Someone is though. Yeah. Someone is. So yeah, he has to be very, very, very secure. And I mean very secure within himself.
That is rare. That is
rare. It is rare, but there's men like that though. There are men like that.
Yeah. A lot of them will fool you though. They'll start off like that and eventually they'll be like, whoa.
But that's how I take my time.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't get in a relationship. Like, we're genuinely in a friendship for a very long time. Right. So, I mean, in between that time, at some point you're gonna fold. Mm-hmm. At some point you're gonna show me that side of you. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm gonna expose things. I'm gonna present things in a way to where you see it, to where you're gonna have to make a decision in that moment. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and if you know what's right with you, you gonna stick.
Yeah.
Stick with your girl.
Okay, so you're not one of those girls that as a child growing up, you have like these fairy tale imaginations where you see yourself getting married and you want it really bad, because I know a lot of girls are like that. Mm-hmm. As soon as possible, they want marriage, happily ever after. Yeah, you're not like that. That's weird. So if marriage never happened, you would be okay.
I just want the commitment.
Okay.
I want the commitment. Okay. I don't have to have your last name.
Okay.
Because I love my last name, so. Yeah. But if we did get married, I would be okay with that too. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of people that are married that are not committed. Mm-hmm. I want the commitment. Mm-hmm. I want your word. I want you to stand on that shit. Yeah. I want you to be very attentive with backing up what you say to me. Mm-hmm. That is what matters to me within my relationship.
That's rare. A lot of girls think the ring signifies some stronger bond or loyalty. Yeah. But
you can give me an 8 carat. That don't mean you're gonna have 8 bitches running around here either. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen. No, hell no. That ain't that. Mm-mm. Yeah. We can get a tattoo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never seen a marriage really change anything. Really.
No.
I mean, you have the ceremony, everybody's happy, giddy. Yeah. But then years down the line, is it still going to be as happy and giddy?
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with, like, if I do ever get married, I'm okay with going to the courthouse. Mm-hmm. And then us going to the beach and just having, like, a little private ceremony. Yeah. And because, you know, I really do want my pastor to be the one to, unite us. Mm-hmm. But even if not, I'm okay with that. Okay. I've never really been big on the whole, my dream since a little girl is to be married with 7 kids and a whole in a white picket fence, and like, fuck no, that's not reality. That's not reality. There's a women that live in that lifestyle that don't even want to be in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, marriage is, I don't want to get married. Yeah, I don't even want to be in a relationship. Yeah, it's all scary. People are doing each other dirty out here.
Listen, that's why you got to take your time to get to know the person. Mm-hmm. Everybody has that different side of them that they just don't want to show because everybody want to be perfect. Oh, I got this. I'm the perfect marriage. I'm in the perfect relationship. My man is perfect. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody perfect. We all have imperfections. So with that being said, find out that person's imperfection in the beginning more so later on. Mm-hmm. So then you know what you're willing to accept. If that person smacks on their food a lot, I can't deal with the smacking. So I won't be with somebody that smacks on their food.
Right.
But there's some girl that don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
There is people that choose to walk out and take a breather, you know, in a heated discussion. I don't even want to say argument because I don't argue, but in a heated discussion, some people walk out to take a breather. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Some people be like, oh no, you can't do that. We gotta finish this now. No, because that's not reality.
Yeah.
Sometimes people want to stop for a minute so they won't say something that they will regret.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Because if you say something crazy to me, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to walk out. I'm leaving your ass.
So
yeah, there's just certain things that I won't tolerate that maybe the next person will.
Yeah. Okay. We might have enough. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Okay, that was a Show Feed podcast. This is Explore My Souls.
Yes, indeed.
We out.
Peace out.